Greetings from the right coast. This is Mad Shad. Mad, yes indeed. Ha ha ha. Yes, yes, yes. Oh. What? No. I just fed my dog. Twice, actually. And now she wants more. So do they. Yes. Yes. How many freaking executive orders does it take to run a country? How many? How many? You know, everybody is so freaking scared that this administration, that's what it is, administration. It's a administrative body. Their job is to do administrative bullshit. They're pogues. They're pencil pushers. Pen pushers. They sign stuff. That's what they do. That's what they do. Us grunts on the ground, boots on the ground, we're the ones that get shit done. Okay? That's who we are. And all of you are. I don't care if you were in the military or not. This culture that we have, this American culture, I mean, you know, we're all warriors of the Constitution. We have rights. We have rights and we have an obligation. So, Native and Devout Prepper talking about, let's change the culture. Let's change that culture. That because their culture is coming after us. You best fucking believe it. Damn Skippy. So, what are we going to do about it? Who cares? Most people are just going to bowl over. I've already seen people walking around with 2 fucking masks on. I mean, the guy put on a mask, and then he put on another mask, and then is running around doing his thing, and then he takes one mask off and it's hanging by his ear while he's still wearing another mask. Really, I'm dead fucking serious. I'm seeing this shit out here in the world. It is literally upside down bizarro world. It really is. It really is. I should be doing it like this. Oh, it's not. No. Okay. Yeah, I can't do it upside down. I'm not an upside down kind of guy. Sometimes I'm upside down, but that's because I want to be upside down and there's a reason for me going upside down. Sometimes I have to go upside down to get something or to, I don't know. You never know. You might have to do a handstand or something. I don't know. One-handed upside down push-ups. Those are fun. But the way that we change their culture is we literally have to just we gotta laugh at it. I mean, seriously, it's a joke. We know it's a joke, but they're dead serious. They are dead freaking serious. HR 127 and all the executive orders that hair sniffer is signing. It's crazy. But we expected all this. We knew this was coming. We knew this was coming. We had hopium that well, we did vote. We did vote and we did vote for Trump to come back into office for another 4 years. And that would have been a great thing. Man, it would have been great. We would have been on top of the world, but it would have stopped the whole world domination that they're doing. And that's exactly what's going on here is world domination. Really, it is Dr. Evil, and he's got freaking sharks with freaking laser beams, okay? That's what's going on. That's what they want, and they want us as little bitty slaves. So, and I was always a skeptic about all this fucking this new world order and all that, but we see it with the prepper community throughout the world. Because this prepper community is worldwide. We are. And we're talking to folks in the UK. We're talking to folks in Australia. We're talking to folks. They're all over the place. I know somebody from Norway. And yeah, they're all saying the same thing. All of them. And it's not good, folks. It's not good. It's really not. So, yeah, their plan is to get us into the city. Get us to isolate and contain and to enslave. Isolate, contain, and destroy. That's the basic the basic premise behind any kind of military thing. Military thing. My brain's tired. But I just wanted to rant a little bit. And to say how their efforts are going to be very futile. I don't care how many bills that you sign and edicts that you declare. You're not a fucking ruler, okay? They are not our rulers. They're not the ones in charge. They are not the assholes in charge of my destiny. I am. You are. That's who's in charge. We are. I mean, there's a reason why it says "we the people" in the Constitution. It's a very strong and bold statement. And I'm not just talking about America. I'm talking worldwide. Now, going overseas, granted it was in the 90s. Got to see how the other parts of the world live. And yeah, we were fully aware of political stuff going on. It was crazy. It was crazy. I was in Italy, in Naples, Italy, during their socialist movement. And it was literally like Antifa. It really was. They didn't call it. I don't know if they called it Antifa. I doubt that. But there were a lot of socialist youth running around doing their socialist thing, just like Antifa. We got into a little scuffle with them one time in front of a McDonald's. Yeah, it was almost a national incident. Got into another scuffle with them in Rome, Italy. That ended quickly. So, and we got to see how and I would always talk to folks. I would find people that knew English and say, "What's going on here?" What and they would just lay it on me. And even in Africa when we went there, they were going through a civil war. A very bad and bloody civil war with genocide and atrocities and extreme famine and disease and killings, and it was nuts. But it's going to come here if we allow it to. Right now, we can be the resistance, but it's not going to be done with just our voice and memes. Okay, it's going to have to take action. Now, not this kind of action. No, not that kind of action. That's for later. It's more like now we have to be the activist. We have to be the activist. We have to let our voices be heard. Let our actions be heard. Everybody likes jobs. Everybody likes having things because that is the way this system, this economic system, is brought up. Well, they, the only, you can only see they if you put on your glasses. These are not rose colored, but hey, whatever. They do have bifocals in them. Yeah, I'm getting old. Can't see shit. I can still count the hairs on a. I can still count the hairs on a flea's ass at 300 meters, but right in front of my face, nah, I can't reach it. But anyway, that's part of getting old. Yeah. Anyway, we can hurt them in their pocketbook. We see what Wall Street Bets and Reddit and all them are doing. They figured out a way to get them to stop their destruction of our and manipulation of our money. Now there's other things that they can do to manipulate money, economies, and they've been doing it for centuries. Yes. Centuries. Banks. I've just made a lot of money today. I'm tired. I'm hurt. Broken. Beaten down. I want a big cheeseburger with some bacon and a beer. But I got to work tomorrow too. So I'm going to make more money. And then more money. And then more money. So we're going to have to play the system against them. Now, I'm not suggesting that you quit your job because jobs are good, especially if you got a good paying job and you went to school for it and it's your career. I know this. I used to have a career. I thought I did. Well, anyway, that's another story. Yes, that's another story. But we need to figure out ways to circumvent their system so we can get the money. And they can't. Now, I'm not saying doing anything nefarious. I'm just saying it's just good old-fashioned politics. Good old-fashioned economics. Barter and trade. Not illegal. And who cares what they say is illegal? They're gonna make everything illegal. Everything that we say and do, they are going to make illegal. Because it is the far left socialist, what are they calling themselves? The socialist, communist, socialist, anarcho, Marxist. There's so many names, but whatever. We're just going to have to figure out ways to be sneaky and get our cheddar, if you know what I mean. Make things butter. That's my Governor McMasters. I'm here to make things butter. I like butter. I really do. And we might have to go off grid, if you will. My goal, and that's my goal, and that should be every prepper's goal, is to get the hell out. Get the hell out of the cities. We know what's going on with the cities. The cities are dumps. They are trash. They are traps. I can see it in my little resort town. It's growing. It's been growing for years. And now that it's growing, but not growing, kind of weird how that works. Even though we're a red state, you can see what's coming. Everybody here can see what's coming. So that economic thing that they're doing against us is going to happen. It's going to happen. So we need to prep and figure out ways to circumvent that and get that cheddar and put ourselves in a better position. and to go gray and go off the radar. Ouch. You okay there? Old cat. Jumps down, gets hurt. Gotta be careful with that. You gotta be careful with that now. Yeah. So I've just been working my ass off trying to get as much money as I possibly can because I have my own personal storm coming. It's been 2 days now since I was supposed to be out of my apartment, and there's been no knock at the door or anything. Usually the sheriff's department or somebody comes by and says, "Here, you've been served. You need to show cause." Da 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 da. And then you start the proceedings. But anyway, maybe the people that I talked to with the organizations, maybe they actually did something. So I don't know. Maybe they took pity on me, or maybe they forgot about me. I don't know. But my goal, and it should be everybody else's goal, is get a piece of land somewhere and, homestead. And yeah, they're going to try to come for that too. They're going to try to raise the taxes and have all these regulations and all that. You're just going to have to go, what? I'm not doing anything, but the thing is that most of us that go through, that are preppers, we are lone wolves. We are the lone wolf or the sheepdog that's running through this ocean of sheeple, of 3 mask wearing sheeple. I'm waiting to see somebody with a neck gaiter, with a face tampon, and an N95 mask. I'm waiting on that one, and some goggles. I don't know. They're driving around in their car with them on. I see people jogging. Do you not know what happens to your body if you cannot get rid of your CO2? Do you not know what happens to your body if you can't get enough oxygen inside you? All these masks, they're a temporary thing. You should only be wearing them if you're doing something with fumes and dust, debris in the air. That's when you should be wearing your mask. Not for this stupid fucking COVID thing that you're wearing. I have a friend of mine, he wears his mask 8 hours a day at work. Okay? It's stupid. And yeah, they're having problems. I can't breathe, I'm out of breath, I'm tired. Imagine that. You have to breathe. And the more oxygen that you suck into your body, that you saturate yourself with, is more beneficial and gives you power. And then you can exhale. So you have these little, right here, you have your CO2 sensors, and you have those things go off if you can't get rid of the CO2. So it's just stupid. It's absolutely stupid. I don't wear my mask. My beard is my mask. That's what I tell them if they ask me. But I just do what I want. I'm just saying that it's we're gonna have to be like them a little bit. Adopt some of their sneaky tactics, if you will. Now they've got backup, and that's the thing too. That was my point. Is a lot of us are lone wolves. We work, we have families, we have a lot to lose. You got cars, you got houses, you got land, you got dogs, you got cats, you got lizards, you got gardens, you got pigs and chickens. You got a lot to lose, so you got to go to work and you got to pay the bills. You've got to do this, you got to do that. Yeah, I get that. You got to pay your taxes. Oh, you got to take classes and courses and get certifications and yeah, okay. And you got to get all that stuff. Yeah, right on. And you got to prep as well. So the goal is to be self-sufficient, self-reliable, self-sustaining, and not to be worried about what the fuck is coming down the pike. Being propped up, because we all know that props are dangerous. Okay, props are dangerous. I've been propped up here for quite some time. It's kind of liberating. That it's going to be very liberating when I get the hell up out of here. You know, I'm surrounded by tons of people. I look out my door and all I see is fucking cars. I mean, not that I'm saying this is a bad neighborhood or anything. It's actually a great neighborhood. It's a working man's ghetto. So there's families that work and they have kids, and so I always judge a neighborhood by the kids. Is their kids, and are they running around freely, throwing their bikes down, all willy nilly, and skateboarding and hitting each other with sticks and playing football? That's great. I love that. That's a nice, safe area. Nobody's going to be messing around because everybody's got to work their ass off to keep this freaking apartment and their family fed and their cars, and it's a hell of a thing. So most of us are absolutely dedicated to that cause. And there's no other room. And you might have some friends. You might have one or two friends, but we're going to have to get organized and be able to push back when we get threatened. Okay, and I get with like the Freedom Gathering and things like that, but it's going to have to be a local thing. You're going to have to. We're all going to have to amass some kind of local group together, like-minded individuals, and I'm not talking about really prepping. I'm talking about like, hey, I heard that. Hey, did you hear that? You go to the gun show, you go to the gun shop, or you go to the fishing tackle shop. Here we got the pier, a bunch of old cadres just sitting around drinking coffee, and it's it's like $1 a cup. You just sit around, talk about current events and fishing. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's where we need to go. We need to start talking to these people and talking to everybody and getting in there and getting organized, getting names and numbers and addresses and saying, hey, look, when this comes down the pike, we need to do something. We need to get up and say something. We need to push back, or we need a organized, because we're not organized. There's no organization. There's none. Because we're focused. We're laser focused on getting our shit done. And that's good. We need that. But we also need, and we're staying in our lane. As a YouTube group and community, that's good, and we need to do that. But we all need to be that ambassador of rightness. Yes, right. Conservative right. At this point, it doesn't even matter at this time because we know what's coming. It's going to be no left, no right. It's going to be world order. It's not even going to be new. This is not a new thing. It's world order. It's been going on for a long fucking time, and it's coming. And we're gonna have to do something. And I don't know. I don't know. Do we make our own? Do we all go run to Texas? I don't really like people. I do. I like people. I like talking, and I like talking to folks, and I'm really good at it. Sometimes, most of the time, but I don't want to live in the same situation I am now. We're gonna have to figure out a way to conserve our American way of life in this socialist storm that is coming. And it's gonna be very, very hard, folks. Very, very hard. So going after that culture, doing some type of pushback. Yeah, we're gonna be targeted in ways that we're just gonna be like, what the fuck? But we're gonna know. We're gonna see it coming. We know what's coming. We know. So we're gonna have to use things to our advantage. We're gonna have to use laws to our advantage. We're gonna have to use their own economics against them. So, yeah, I still use my bank and all that, but I don't really make a lot of money anyway. I do jobs, and I take on little jobs here and there, and work for certain people here and there, certain times. But I don't have a career, not anymore. But I mean that's I digress on that. But that's my way of kind of going gray and fighting them, not paying their game. I won't be in debt. I already am. I'm just not going to pay it. It's stupid debt. It's like medical bills and, of course, this debt. I like paying I've always been that person that I always paid my debts. Always, always, always. I don't like having debt over my head. I bought my car outright. Like, here's $20,000. Give me that car. It's mine now. You got nothing to say. Nobody can tell me shit. I got a car. You still paying for it? Nope. It's mine. Back the fuck off. My car. Do what I want. So that's the thing, is my car, my land, and my pigs, my chickens, my guns, my preps. Go to hell away. And so yeah, we already know that they're gonna use authority against us. There's gonna be this authoritative police. And we're already seeing that, and they are doing it. The Leos are actually going for it. They're like, well, it's a law, so we have to uphold the law. That is the fraternal freaking oath that they take. They don't follow the rules of the land. They follow the rules of the governor, the mayor, and the police chief, and their own. That's what they do. Okay, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of them that are going to voice their opinions against certain things, but for the most part, they are going to enforce it. Go anywhere that in the blue states and whatever, you're going to see a huge, like New York. All right, don't tell me that they're like, oh, okay, whatever. Yeah, well, I'm not going to arrest you because I don't believe in it. No, they're like, well, it's the law and I've got to do it. Sorry. Get out the car, please. I don't care if you are a traveler. we might have to look into that and become self-sustained, self-sufficient, and circumvent their rules and laws against them, and their economics against them. So, just my little rant. I don't know. This is what is this? February 2nd, 3rd, whatever. You'll probably see this video in 2 days. That's what it's taken nowadays for my videos to upload. Thank you, YouTube. So yeah, let's go after the culture. And the way that we do that is that we make ourselves. Sun Tzu said it. First, a warrior makes himself invincible, and then looks for vulnerability in the enemy. Yeah. So, that being said, this is Mad Shad signing out.